that this is going to be another relatively high kill game, assuming that the lanes don't go super one way or the other, because I can also see one of these teams very quickly snowballing because of their team fight prowess over the other one. And if Reality Rift, for example, fall behind in the lanes, which so far I think Adroit have the weaker lanes,
Right.
but if Reality Rift fall behind in the lanes, then I imagine that they'll stampede, and then all of their attempts will get thwarted by a song, and then they'll have to disengage. Lich is a good, strong laner, though, and so I think that that's a good recovery factor, because I think that this Nagasarm was going to have quite a bit of trouble versus Centaur if they didn't give a good support to her.
But is it going to be strong enough to deal with the Tusk, the big bad walrus man? He is making life miserable. Real quickly, we should give a shout out to our sponsors since the game got started so quickly. Monster Energy, keeping us very energized through these late evenings. Currently, it's 2:30 in the morning where I'm at. I think it's, am I right that it's 4:30 in the morning for you?
That is accurate.
Oh, I'm so good at time zones. I don't know where it is anywhere else in the world, but yeah, they're keeping us energized, as you can see, as Tsunami's just petting the monster right there. And then, of course, our betting sponsor, the Loot.bet, official betting partner for BTS Pro Series. So shout out to those folks as we get ready to go into the fourth pick now. Reality Rift needing to come up with either a mid or a safe lane, and they're going to take the Ember, which can be one of either. Who knows?
Could be either. Laning up against probably the Enigma. I'm imagining that it's going to be a 4-position Clockwork, 3-position Enigma, 5-position Lich. There is flex potential between the Clockwork and the Enigma, but again, I don't really think Enigma 4-position is very viable unless you're team secret. Aside from that, I think that the Ember Spirit is probably just picked. Well, actually, they don't have last pick anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Adroit ban out the Alchemist, Reality Rift. If they ban out like let's see, what would be irritating for an Ember Spirit to deal with? I saw Alina be played actually in North America. I was watching some Dakota and Fogged cast Quinn Sea Crew versus Business Associates. So it was a Quinn signature, but it looked really good. And I was just like, wow, why doesn't Lina get picked more often? And it was also versus a Shadow Fiend. So it was a pretty like automatic win lane, but it looked very good. And I was like, wow, this is like a hero that we're not seeing at all in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, I think it's it feels like maybe it's the type of hero where it's not in a position where it's good enough that it's like just taken every game, and so you just have to feel like it's one that you really like, or really fits well with the hero player combo. We're seeing more and more of the like. It feels like there is sort of a tier list of heroes. Like Ember's pretty far up there. I think TA is fairly far up there. Who else? Who else has been mid? Kunkka occasionally. But like
Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend. Decent amount. Reality Rift. Who are they going to take now? I personally like the idea of Ember mid. So let's go safe lane. Oh, that could still be either way. Yeah.
Yeah, still could go either way. But they're both kind of I mean, one of them's a ranged hero, the other one's a melee hero, but they kind of both have similar shortcomings. They're not very mobile, at least in levels 1 through 5. Leshrak's a faster pusher, so if they want to end the game quicker, then you'd send Leshrak mid. I think both of them are equally okay versus Enigma in the off lane. I would say Leshrak's a little bit more vulnerable to the Clockwork, so probably I'm leaning Leshrak mid.
Okay. Yeah, it'll also depend on what this matchup is. Like if Adroit takes something like a, God forbid a Huskar, then all of a sudden, Ember's not going mid at that point. That's not going to happen though. Adroit are not going to pick that hero. Surely. God, if I get the anti-prediction right now so hard, it would be.
Yeah, you're not going to pick Huskar into AA. So. That's not
now we're both going to get it. Now it's cursed. It has to happen now.
if Adroit pick it, then they're morons. But
let's see, what are they going to go for?
I think you want to pick something that discourages the Leshrak mid, because if Leshrak has to lane up against Enigma and Clockwork.
Oh, okay. So likely Mac. Yeah, Mac Dazzle. The Mac Daddy. And it is going to be a
Alacrity.
So
the Ember Spirit.
So it is a 4 Enigma, and Bach is playing position 3 Clockwork.
Okay.
And yeah, safe lane Lesh with Alacrity mid Ember. I think that, I mean, they could also switch it up. I think Alacrity is just the better Ember Spirit player. No disrespect to Drew, but like Alacrity Ember is just, it's what he's known for. I want to see if there's been any changes since the draft as far as the odds are concerned. Let's take a quick little look see. Map 1 race to 10 kills. That's what that one's called. Interesting. Come on now. Where is it at?
I don't know why you would give a Clockwork higher farm priority this game. What is he going to do with farm? There's nothing really that useful in terms of items. Like a Spirit Vessel is not that valuable this game. If you want like a Greaves or Aura builder, Enigma's always the better Aura builder than a Clockwork is, because Clockwork is not ever around his team to provide the Aura.
Right.
If you want to go for push, Clockwork also does not really help that. He doesn't want to have to build a Dominator or anything. And the only thing I can think of is that he will be able to do more with a level 6 than an Enigma can do with a level 6, or just do more with just like tank ability. But I don't really think that Reality Rift is that easy to gank either, because you've got Stampede, Ember Spirit's very, very mobile. Tusk has Snowball save, Leshrac, sure, he's vulnerable, but a 4-position Clockwork could also bully a Leshrac. So I guess maybe they're gonna like get like an early Blade Mail and really bully the Leshrac, because that's the only thing I can see incentivizing a 4-position Enigma over a 4-position Clockwork.
I would agree. I think that in this game, strictly speaking, Enigma's better hero to get more farm on. I think what's going on though in this instance is it's like a player play style type of thing where Bach is much more a guy that wants to run in and like create chaos in the game, and Clockwork's much better at doing that. And Boomy is more of like the finisher team fighter. So he's like an Earthshaker, or in this case, an Enigma. And Bach is like that guy that plays a Legion Commander, or in this case, a Clockwork, and tries to just like upset the balance of the team fight, which allows Boomy to come in for a big ulti. That's how at least I see Adroits playing it, which I agree. Probably in this game, it would just be strictly better to get more farm on Enigma, and maybe they're going to do that. Maybe it's going to be like a sacrificial Bach Clockwork, and he's gonna play it like a more a Zai style, and then let Boomy be the Yapzor to him.
Yeah. Hopefully that's the case. Either that, or it's just a lack of flexibility on their regard. But then, like,
Right.
why first phase it?
Yeah.
if they're not being used as flex picks, and moving forward, teams will be like, oh, they picked Enigma, it's going to be the 4-position.
Right.
Then you're not really like adding a useful hero to your arsenal.
Yeah.
But he's rolling out of the base with a crown and 3 clarities, so maybe he's just gonna like jungle.
I think that's the plan. I think this is what I've seen from them do before, is Boomy just takes the range creep and then heads over here to this side, which would naturally mean that you're going to see one of these supports run in and try and contest him more, which I would imagine would be Hustla, and he's already got boots. But at the same time, you kind of need him to make sure that you get an okay off lane going on. Although they're sending Centaur up here. KYXY is playing up top lane. So a little bit of lane shenanigans to start. We'll see if this remains the case.
All right, hold on. I need to look up Suns fans taunt power rankings, because I want to see where he ranked Enigma there. Because Enigma, that's a really high tier 1.
It's great.
27th place? Really?
No.
What's his justification? Missed a great opportunity to make the sound cue fit more with the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man, and it unfortunately does not work with Eidolons. That's true. It is unfortunate that it doesn't work with Eidolons.
Yeah.
Despite all this, a truly awesome taunt. All right, fine. I can kind of justify it, because the Clinks one works with his Skelly Boys,
right?
And
so
the Wraith King one also works. Yeah.
I think
what a missed
that's
opportunity.
That's one of those cases where it's more a case of missed opportunity being the determining of how high it's rated than it's how fair. Good it actually is. It's like it leaves you wanting more.
It's reasonable. I respect it. Yeah. It's a damn good taunt, though.
All right. Well, let's see how this game ends up going. It looks like they're already looking to try and pressure Natsumi on this Naga Siren, and I mean, it makes sense. This to me feels like the win condition hero. We say it a lot. But that is, again, you make the team fight happen around her, and then she just beats into people with a Diffusal Blade. So if you can shut down the Naga early, game will be good for Reality Rift.
Yeah, is Boomy going to deny 2 sets of range creeps?
Yeah, he's a cool man.
He's waiting, I guess, until he can get closer to the jungle, and then he's just going to farm this hard camp once he converts it, like somewhere around after the tier 1 tower. Or
Yeah, I
yep.
think that's the play because it's still going to respawn too, so they have a cooldown on him.
No, so he's going to go to the medium camp instead. Okay,
Yeah.
so a fair amount of experience denied from KYXY, but and the lane's going to push inherently as we see both these rain creeps pummeling the Radiant wave.
Oh, Mac giving Drew the business there. Just going to punch him a couple times on the backside, keeping that poison touch enabled. It's really frustrating for him, I'm sure. But yeah, you would normally see somebody come in and trying to contest this, but it looks like Reality Rift are opting instead to try and pressure Natsumi.
Yeah, I think that maybe once Tusk hits level 2, then he'll probably go. With just tag team, he can't do very much. And they also can't dedicate 2 heroes to, as now tag team on CML gonna get the kill.
Ooh, Hustler getting that first blood. That's real nice. Yeah, Natsumi has to back out now. And
freaking 5-second debuff duration on tag team. That is forever. I can't believe it doesn't scale. It's 5 seconds at all levels.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What a spell.
What a spell. Alright, so successfully get first blood. Hustle's gonna block this small camp. Nuts is gonna block the hard camp. Still not level 2 yet, though, so I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, he's just still chilling here and gonna have CML be really upset about his situation. I guess, though, that if you do have this Enigma that's basically just free farming in the jungle, that's kind of making up for the fact that Natsumi's not having a great game. And, like, Bok's doing okay up here as well. Actually, wait, 6 and 5 as we see the dead down.
Ooh, the poison touch ticks.
So they'll get a return kill there at least. But this is a big wave pushing into the tower. Somebody should come and soak this experience. We'll see how much ends up going down.
Enigma is too slow, I think, and he wants to make sure he doesn't miss any stacks. Because if he leaves like a half-eaten camp around... Oh, actually, he's making his own stacks on this hard camp right here, medium camp right here. No, it's a hard camp. Never mind.
Yeah.
Is he going to get the stack?
Pulls it back in. Timing. Well done.
Timed.
Dude, he's done this before.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually very curious to watch this because...
Natsumi going on bottom, though. Will go down, but you can keep watching it. Go ahead.
I'll keep watching it. 'Cause, this is not easy to do, and I'm always curious like what the build is and what the strategy is. Because in pubs, no one ever counters this. Everyone's just like, "Oh man, I only have one person to lane against. This is sweet." And the other lanes are just going as business as usual. The mid laner's never going to look at what's going on. So first thing is, I was very curious what he's going to go out of the base with. It was Crown and 2 Clarities. 2 Clarities has always been the thing, but it used to be Bazzi Ring in addition to that.
Right.
And now he gets the headdress.
Oh, Mac getting some extra damage here onto Drew. One more
So
punch.
I guess just straight up rush the Dominator on the Enigma, and then once you finish that, go to Clockwork's lane and try to push it down would be my guess.
Yeah. The Helm of the Dominator is pretty cool nowadays as well, giving that bonus damage onto all the Eidolons as well.
He's going to get this stack? Yo, he has done this a lot.
Yeah. Boomy knows what's up. And I think he can take over one of these Eidolons here, refresh it onto this one, and is going to be able to clear through both of those likely. But down bottom, it's coming at a cost. Poor old Natsumi and CML taking a lot of damage, although Natsumi with the 9 armor being near that tower will not be brought down. So that is a nice little way to keep him still alive. So the big winner in all of this is going to be Boomy having a free lane, and then probably also Clockwork having an okay time against the center. Actually ahead of him in terms of experience because of all that denying that was going on.
I guess this is why they went for the Naga Siren, because it's just purely the dual ultimates of the Song of the Siren and Black Hole that should help the Naga Siren be relevant, even if she is underfarmed, because no matter what, she's still getting experience here. She's getting tri-land, but she's still getting experience, and if you manage to hit level 6, then you should be able to kill all of Reality Rift, as long as Enigma has Black Hole ready.
Boomy picks up the bounty runes there. It looks like it's going to be a trade-off of 2 apiece. Reality Rift still not opting to come and contest this Enigma's farm at all. They just want to put the pressure on Natsumi.
At this point, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Boomy's level 4. His Eidolons hurt like hell. And if any support comes into the lane now, they're going to get just completely crushed by the Midnight Pulse. So it's too far gone at this point. But I'm okay with both team strategies. I think both of them should be fairly happy with what's going on. It's just, do you have more faith in Adroit's teamfight execution? Or do you have more faith in Reality Rift's ability to just never go for a full 5-on-5 engagement?
In the meantime, Reality Rift are going to be not going for the engagement, but trying to contest Natsumi's farm as he is retreated back to the jungle. Hustler moving in, not finding anybody yet. They see him on this ward and moving over towards Natsumi's farming camp, and they are going to be able to leave with just the stack done. As Hustler realizes over there, I think he does. So he's going to stick around for a moment, but it looks like Natsumi's going to leave and head back over towards where the Enigma was farming instead. And where is he moving? He's just back in the jungle for them, or back in base for a moment, getting the helm of the Dominator.
So he's finished his Dominator. I'm curious if he's just going to go bot and take over the lane that Naga left. I don't really think Naga's strong enough to take these jungle camps, though. Yeah, she like tries to attack one, realizes that Enigma stacked it, and now Nuts gets some vision of the stacked camp. And so, yeah, the other alternative was Natsumi moves top, but I don't think that's safe for her. I think that the Tusk and the AA are just going to keep following her around. Clockwork, quick shot.
In there onto Nuts, takes the quick and easy kill. So they will at least be able to get that one taken down. Yeah, it's trying to find a life for Natsumi right now, who's just level 3. It's really tough for him, but does have the 2 Wraith bands for the moment, as it starts to look like a push towards mid lane. Boomy is here, he's got his creep, and he's ready to pressure. Bak is in the area as well. They're getting a lot of movement in towards the mid lane to try and stop this from happening. Reality Rift show up with the Ember, and then everybody backs out.
That was a bit miscommunicated. If they were going to glyph, then Alacrity did not need to TP. He needs to show up after the glyph comes out. So it's not like he's really missing out on anything. He finished off the wave bot, and he posts up a remnant. But he's going to walk back down bot now. And now Mac, uh-oh.
Mid lane, in some trouble, taking a lot of damage, but he gets the wand charge off. The catch there onto 2, inside, but Hustler able to push out the Leshrac with his ice shards. Boomy moving in. He does not have level 6 yet.
Yeah. Wow, okay. All this physical damage mitigation, I guess, with the Lich Frost Shield is basically irrelevant against all. Another hook shot.
Yeah, Bak, this is his game plan now. Just be a big boy and start running around and trying to kill people. They drop down a ward, actually, blocking out this camp. They run into Drew, and, well, now they've got him caught in the cogs, but who's really got who caught? Mac moves over, tries to take down Hustler. Will be able to find that kill. Now Drew trying to escape. Looks like he'll be able to. And Boomy, he hasn't really been farming that much over the past couple of minutes. He's kind of just been running around trying to be a presence on the map, it looks like, as they take down the top tower.
I'm surprised that they tried to approach mid as the first lane with this Dominator. I mean, it's great if you can kill it. That's the highest priority tower to kill. Right. But Reality Rift are not going to give it up without a fight, and they have the heroes capable to deal with it. Ember Spirit has 3 points in Sleight. He can burn through these Eidolons. Pulse Nova plus Edict and Lightning Storm will also be able to take care of a lot of the creep wave. So I feel like it was in Boomy's best interest to take like one of the less important towers just to get some free gold and make up some more space for Naga, because in the meanwhile, Centaur ends up taking the first tower of the game. He takes the offlane tier 1, basically uncontested.
Boomy finding Mr. Alacrity. They jump in, trying to kill him off with that black hole, and they will be able to find the finish. Now Nuts and Drew, they walk up onto the high ground. Bak runs into him. Cogs push back onto both. They're bringing in the Tusk. No more black hole. It looks like Bak is just going to retreat up towards the north. Instead, heads over towards the east and gets away from danger.
Are Reality Rift not going to take this outpost? Are Adroit not going to take their outpost back? Oh, they're chasing Mac.
Stampede. Mac, still no points up in Grave. And Natsumi going to turn it back around with the Song of the Siren, and that should be enough to get them out of there. Back in the jungle, CML and Bak jumped upon. They find him, heal up as they are not going to have anything else left in the tank as they turn now onto Alacrity. He's out of mana. With Mac here, they're in some trouble. Trying to walk away, living for the moment. Bak still chasing. He's got Cogs in a second, and when Boomy in the area, they are going to be able to find that kill. So Alacrity goes down. Adroit don't get an outpost, but they do manage to find a couple kills on the map.
Guess it was going to be high kills. And I'm always happy to see it. 15 kills in 10 minutes. Yeah. And it's only going to go up from here, especially if the way that Bak is playing. Man, this Clockwork is having an amazing game right now. He's 4-0-2. Another hookshot connects onto the Tusk. Does he have vision of the small creeps? He does.
And Hustler will be able to make his escape, like you said, but Yeah, this is the Bach Dota. This is how he likes to play it.
Bachwork.
Bachwork, exactly. I like that. Yeah. In the meantime, Mac, he's got his Necro book done, along with some just regular boots, trying to get into the mechanism afterwards. And Natsumi has not really been able to catch up that much, has Treads done, and is trying to go into the Yasha next. So she's at least gotten some levels.
Yeah, the Centaur has been doing a good job at not leaving the Naga alone, which I say that, but now he's getting hassled.
Yeah, this is a nice little catch here if they can get the kill on a KYXY, but it's really hard to make it happen. Mac there with the Grave, and Bach just going to TP away. Do they have anything to break it? Chains? Not there. Yeah, this is the name of the game is just everybody move in to try and find a kill onto Mac. They drop down the Midnight Pulse, but Mac in trouble. No more Grave. Will eventually die, and they'll also take down the Helm of the Dominator creep. Big win there for Reality Rift. It's all buying space for Natsumi, but it's looking pretty good for Reality Rift.
Yeah, and immediately Centaur TPs. He does not want to give this Naga Siren any free time whatsoever. They do not finish the mid, and as a result, Leshrak actually gets left behind. And possibly AA as well.
Dude, freaking Bach. What a player.
This is just with 2 bracers also. Once he completes the Blade Mill, like, Leshrak is gonna have no idea what to do.
Yeah. I mean, I still think, like, I'm looking at this 2,000 gold lead for Reality Rift. Like, things are definitely a bit scary, and, like, as much as Adroit are doing well with the net worth that they have, I kind of have this sinking feeling that Natsumi is just really far behind right now. What do you think?
It's not nearly as bad. The last 5 minutes have been so heavily favored for Adroit because the most important thing is that Leshrak is just not mowing down towers right now. With 4 points in Edict and 1 hero short and not that great wave clear on the side of Adroit, then if Reality Rift are able to just destroy all the tier 1 towers, then Naga Siren all of a sudden does not feel safe farming very many places. But they did such a good job of defending this tier 1, they did a good job of distracting Reality Rift that Naga was farming up top this whole time, that I think it's looking reasonably good for Adroit, even though they keep dying, as we see in the mid lane.
Oh, throws out the Chain Frost, gonna bounce around a little bit. Drew in some trouble. Can they kill him off in time? Nice. Hook shot in. Bach and Boomy complete it for the finish as Alacrity almost takes down CML, but can't quite get him taken all the way down. Bach still chasing for Alacrity, making him feel nervous. But with no more hook shot and no more battery assault, they can't do anything else there. But it's a pressure down towards the mid lane. Taking down this tower. It's a lot of damage. Well, Bach just running in again, because why not? They got the hoof stomp onto Alacrity. He's in trouble. Alacrity's dead. Look at him.
Wow. Yo. 4-position Enigma, just as viable as ever before.
I mean, there's some things about it that are cool too, that like you start getting creeps, neutral creep items pretty early on, as Clockwork gets the flare on the KYXY, spots him out. They're going to get a full surround here with Natsumi as they're bringing in Clockwork on the other side. KYXY trying to get away. He does run, but the Midnight Pulse is there, and they all show up to take down the poor old Centaur. On the other side, they're pinging because there are TPs coming in. Max spots out Alacrity, but they're not going to go anywhere.
They cannot take this fight. They're the only hero capable of showing up right now is Leshrak, and as soon as Clockwork completes this blade mail, which he's getting another hook shot. My God,
Cogs push back. They got him. Maleficus on to Hustler is going to try and snowball. Where's he going to? He's going on to CML, seeing if he can find that kill first, but it ain't going to happen. The heals are there. Meanwhile, Alacrity just going to try and run away. They do kill off Nuts in the end. Also on the other side, Natsumi just beat him down to death.
Yep. Hit level 11, and that means that he finally gets a point in his ensnare.
Oh, and they found him. Drew, dude, they got the black hole available if they want to use it. Yule Scepter, they don't even need it. Just drop the GG branch on his face.
And maybe the GG text as well.
Oh.
This is brutal. Although, somehow they do not manage to claim either outpost yet again, even though they're standing right next to it. Now Boomy's like, do I get partial credit if I get it? Oh, actually, never mind. It was the 15-minute mark. But regardless, this is an astounding amount of momentum in the side of Adroit.
It's looking really good. Ooh, and they take the Eidolon damage talent attack range as well. So you see here, he gets the extra 14 damage because of that Helm of the Dominator aura. It's a lot of damage that starts coming out. It's pretty cool. Hook shot in
Another
again.
hook.
Bach
I'm not even surprised anymore.
got him.
Yeah, now he's got the blade mail. Now no one can show up. Ember Spirit shows up. He's gonna get his Flame Guard just disintegrated. Leshrac shows up. He's gonna kill himself. They're taking Roche now. This is clinical from Adroit. They've made literally no mistakes thus far.
This is the thing about Adroit that's so interesting, right? Is that you have these online matches and they just look so crisp and so clean, and then it feels like you can almost see when the pressure gets to them, and they end up struggling a little bit once it starts to get to like a playoff match or when they're at a major or something. As soon as they get like their mental game sorted, this team is going to be a major contender. Like, they're really good.
I'm with you. I can see it. Glimpses of greatness for sure.
Wow.
But it's not all over for Reality Rift. They are completing some significant items. It was the drum completed now on Ember, which is not great. I don't think many Embers want to have to get a drum first item. It's almost always like a recovery plan.
Dude, look at Bach.
And actually, they may challenge Bot.
Dude, look at Bach. He's got him.
Of course.
The
Of
clogs.
course.
Oh, we
no,
didn't get the
didn't
pushback. Oh, but the chase? Well, never mind. He just runs back into it, and maybe... No, he's really slow. Trying to run away. They get the Song of the Siren over to the side. A weird fight going on as four heroes are chasing Alacrity. They finally jump into Natsumi, but he gets the Manta dodge. Still has the Aegis afterwards. Boomy, get on over here, my dudes. They do get the Snowball to break it, though. So that's going to be Black Hole down.
Dude,
they get the Cogs
that
catch
Juju's adding
on
up.
the Drew. They got lower and lower armor. Natsumi lower. Has this Aegis still. Bach triple kill.
Oh no! That's not a
chasing them
buyback
nuts.
you want to do.
Oh.
Nuts gonna die too. They don't take down Natsumi's Aegis. They don't even get close. The grave was there. My god. I'm with you. This is a major contender team.
Yeah, that's a dieback from Emperor, like you said. I mean, again, like the issue is always for them though, like, as you see this, 3,300 gold swing, the issue has always been that consistency and the ability to, like, keep their mental game strong.
Stability, yeah.
Dude, Bach's ready. Hello, friend! Oh, no. Well, there's going to be the Blade Mail out. Hustler trying to live. The Shard's not able to get the pushback, and Mac, he's going to take that kill for himself. Wicked 6 streak.
Bach is 8-0-11 right now. And he was a solo Clockwork versus a solo Centaur.
Oh.
Amazing. I wish Clockwork Ags was good.
Dude, we're going to see it. I know it's going to happen. He's going pipe. Team player.
Aww.
Bottom lane's pushing in from Boomy. He's going for a BKB next.
Yeah, Snowball is the only answer to Black Hole right now, and we have not even seen the song set up into Black Hole, and so once they get that, they really just need to catch either the Leshrac or the Ember. They don't even need to catch both of them, because they're all so far behind. Centaur can't do anything about it, AA can't do anything about it. Once that BKB is online, then they can literally just walk up high ground without a care in the world.
99-1 right now is the Dota Plus situation. They're
Seems
feeling
reasonable.
it. As the Diffusal Blade is done for Natsumi. He is level 13 right now. He's actually fairly under-leveled compared to his other heroes. I mean, everybody's kind of getting something in this game. Like, even Lich has got some good levels.
The team has been 5-manning. All their experience that they've been getting has been shared for the most part. That's why they all have such high assist scores between the...
Hello!
Well, Dazzle has a bunch of kills.
Oh,
there's
no.
the roots.
They got him. And battery assault, hook shot, stampede wasn't going to be enough. They're going to chase down Mac, but realize very quickly that is not possible. And 22-9. Yeah, it is a hard game.
And as we had mentioned in the Morphling game that we were casting previously, the game that's the team that's going to win late game is whoever has the strongest hero, and that strongest hero is going to be Naga Siren. Even though Leshrac is a fairly good counter to illusion heroes, Naga Siren will outcarry him, and that's without him being as far behind. Right now, the mid Leshrac is behind the 4-position Enigma in terms of net worth.
Yeah, he's hurting. And I don't really foresee a point when it's going to change. But this is what we were saying we wanted to see in this game, right? Like,
Yep.
You get
Definitely.
more. Oh no!
Here we go.
God.
It's
We've
party
seen
time.
this before. Oh, there
They
it
didn't
is.
even
The
need to get
black
these two
hole
heroes.
onto two. The ice blast. They try to break it. Hustler is eventually going to be able to get in and get that walrus punch off. As the chase comes, they bought back already. Meanwhile, that's not the grave that we thought we were going to see. Aegis is down. KYXY dies. The Enigma. CML goes down as well. As right at this point in time, it is feeling like the game is so close to over. Drew hoping to stop the pressure that's coming from Natsumi, but they pull him back in, almost get the kill. The Essence Ring keeps him alive right there towards the end, and Natsumi, have they gone a bit too far? It's a possibility. Boomy gonna get graved yet again. Natsumi not low enough yet where he needs to be too concerned, as the net is there yet again. Alacrity being burned through, no more mana left, as 3 are dead. There have been so many deaths on the side of Reality Rift. And meanwhile, they only lost the Lich on Adroit. Ice Blast goes in, gonna connect, and GG is called. Easy as pie.
Box final stat line. Oh, what a final punch. She gets an 8x streak. Hustle's gonna end this game looking at the scoreboard and be like, I did my part, guys. What was the rest of my team doing?
Yeah.
I got so much GPM. Wow, Bach MVP. I wish I could commend him from this scoreboard.
Dude played like a boss. It was really good. Yeah, part of, what is that, 25 of the 28 kills. And that's what they needed to do, right? Like, Natsumi did not have a game. You look at this like net worth over time, and at 5 minutes, Naga Siren was the 4th lowest net worth. At 15 minutes, she was the top net worth. Like, that's what Clockwork does for you when you have a good game.
That and the Enigma, I think them being able to group up around this Dominator and the Dazzle as well, despite them playing into an AA, which they gave away, which has been sacrilege for every single first phase set of bans in this tournament thus far, didn't really seem relevant. All these heals were still perfectly adequate at making them survive nearly every single team fight, and they did such a good job at making sure that Reality Rift couldn't continue bullying Natsumi after the laning phase ended. So forgive me for ever doubting the possibility of 4-position Enigma and 7.25B, because it seems just as alive and well as ever.
It feels to me like I want to go back and watch just Boomy's farming pattern and just replicate
That's
it.
why I was like, I'm not changing my camera because this is fascinating to me. I feel like I'm in a nature documentary.
That particularly that one stack on like the medium camp near the river where he hit Midnight Pulse and it like stacked on the second comeback of the creeps. You know what I mean? That part was pretty sick. Really, really impressive showing. Well, Adroit do it. They take down Reality Rift in the first game. There's still another series. I'm anticipating that we might see some bans come out. There's going to be some interesting things going on here. But yeah, stay tuned, everybody. Game 2 right around the corner. We'll see if Reality Rift can pull it back or if Adroit are going to end our day early with another 2-0. See you guys then.